You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So we're going to be talking all about the importance of focusing on all aspects of security. Firstly, thank you very much for joining us. If you could just introduce yourself and tell our listeners a little bit about yourself to start us off, that would be really good.
Hi, my name's Gail Hunter. I'm the General Manager of ADT Fire and Security.
Well, I was hoping you could start off by telling us what the research has shown about businesses in our area here on the island about their concerns with security.
ADT conducted some research around security and found that 1 in 3 British workers consider that cyber attacks are actually the biggest threat to their company, and they place this above employee safety at 14%, theft and fire and damage at 10% each. And from a security perspective, that gives us a rise to concern with clocks going back and days getting darker now. And we find that theft rates rise in the winter months. Then clearly British workers are underestimating the need for protection against physical threats. And particularly in the area of the Isle of Sheppey and the surrounding areas, we found that with similar kind of rates, 32% of people did feel that cyber attacks were the biggest threat, whereas only 5% felt that there was an external threat, i.e., physical threat, fire and damage, or an intrusion threat to their company.
Well, I think that is the case. You know, thinking about it, you talking about it, you do think of cyber security over literal physical security, I think, especially these days.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, the research backs that up, actually, Daniel. We found that 11% associate security with the traditional security issues, such as safety and theft and damage, whereas double that, 22%, automatically associated it with cyber, antivirus-related issues. And from my perspective, I think people are focusing more on cyber-related security because there has been so much more in the press about it. There's been some big events happened over the last 12 months. We've had the airlines with their issues. We've had NHS. We've had some banking issues, and we're talked to all the time about our personal security, whether that's online banking or online purchasing. So cyber security is definitely much more prevalent and in the press than physical security and the traditional aspects of security.
So, you know, if our listeners are listening to this and thinking, well, actually, I should be thinking more about, physical security, you talking about it, what are sort of some of the things they can do or can be thinking of?
So there's lots of things that businesses can do to help them from a physical security perspective. And that starts really with having the right level of security barriers, whether that's at doors and windows or internally to protect their employees or their customers. And then when we think about locking up at night, making sure that we're moving things away from view, and then moving on to the more traditional solutions that we see around fire systems, access control systems, CCTV, and intruder alarm systems. And we can also look at packaging all of that up into smart business security systems these days as well, where there's an integrated package around intrusion and CCTV and fire, so you can get it all in one place.
So in a way, it's kind of getting more like cybersecurity, where you buy a virus package that covers a selection of computers, your phones. You know, the physical security can be done in a similar way.
That's right, yeah, particularly on the smart systems that we see that the smart business systems where they do have the integrated packages. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that from a security, personal and physical security perspective, we need to be more proactive in dealing with that rather than being reactive and waiting for something to happen. Our small businesses should be continually evaluating the risk that they see. Have they made any changes? Have they amended some premises? Have they added a value of stock than they would previously have had? And make sure that they address that risk appropriately with the security systems that they put in place.
And I suppose, again, it's keeping it up to date as you renew your antivirus software every year. We've all seen a building with an old tatty alarm on it and a dodgy backdoor lock, and, those things have to be updated, just as much.
Yes, absolutely. We need to be making sure that we do think about what it is that we are protecting and have we got the right levels of protection in place.
Was there anything else you'd like to cover or get over to our listeners?
So I think I would like to say where they can get more information from. So your listeners can go to our website for hints and tips on how to keep themselves safe and what security solutions are available. And that would be website adt.co.uk.
Well, I'd like to thank you very much for taking the time out to talk to us here at BRFM Bridge Radio on the Daniel Monday Night Community Show.
Thank you, Daniel.